Next on the Made to Travel podcast.
Breakfast in KK. Why all the food rules? Hello everyone. We are back from our trip to Kota Kinabalu. We had a great time there. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things we got to do while we were there. I won't be doing it all in one podcast because it would just be too long of a podcast and I really don't want to bore you. One of the things that we really noticed while we were there is East Malaysia, where Kota Kinabalu is quite a bit east of here. In fact, far enough east that it should be in a different time zone. We were noticing that the sun was coming up an hour earlier and it was setting an hour earlier. It wasn't a big deal, but it was just one of those things that really stands out to you because it's different. Speaking of things that are different, here is some of our trip to Kota Kinabalu. Let's jump right in. Whenever we go traveling, one of the things we try to get and look forward to is a hotel stay that offers breakfast. And in Malaysia, it is proven to be more than just a practical way to make sure we get to have breakfast every morning, but it's also a great way to see and experience a lot of different cultural foods that you can find in a place like Malaysia. As we wander through the breakfast buffet here, you'll notice there's a lot of things that you would not find on a typical breakfast buffet in North America. Things like salad and a salad bar. There was cold cuts there. Of course, there is still cold cereal and fresh fruit, and there's some breads, peanut butters and jams. This here is turkey toast, and they call these sausages. They're wieners. And then there's these other dishes that are not normal Canadian breakfast fare, but they're very common and considered very normal here. There's your coffee bar, so they had lots of different types of hot drinks available for the morning, and more breads and pastries. So there's a lot of things that we would consider normal. Some lovely juice as well. We're going to head outside here in a moment, and now we're at the rest of the breakfast bar, and here they do some custom cooking for you here. This guy, he's doing roti canai, one of my favorite Malaysian breakfasts. Turns out he wasn't actually making them here. They had them prepackaged and they were just finishing the cooking there, but they were still good. And then this guy here is doing eggs, omelets, or having them cooked however you want them. Another one outside. This is the guy I'm going to check out, and he's going to cook me up an egg scramble for breakfast. So there goes the egg into the skillet, and we'll just have a look around the hotel because it's a beautiful morning here. And he's already added in the meat and vegetables that I asked him to put in there, and he's cooking it up, and in no time at all he's got it ready and he's serving it to me, and there's the breakfast. We stayed at the Pacific Sutera Hotel in KK. The hotel is part of the Sutera Harbor Resort, which, in addition to our hotel, also has the Magellan Sutera Resort, a 27-hole golf course, a marina, a country club, 3 pools, one of which is Olympic-sized, 6 or 7 restaurants, as well as poolside food service, 2 clubs, 2 spas, a movie theater, and even a bowling alley, and I'm pretty sure I've missed a bunch of things out. Now, we were unable to enjoy all the amenities, partly because we didn't have time, since we also wanted to do other things outside of the hotel, and partly because we couldn't find some of them. For example, their bowling alley was really well hidden. There are also a couple of beach areas, and the hotel is perfectly situated to have a perfect view of the sunset each night, or at least on nights that it wasn't too cloudy to see the sunset. It was an amazing resort, really, and the price was quite reasonable. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't have stayed there. They are a 5-star rated resort, and most everything there screamed top notch. That's why there was also one thing at the resort that almost put a damper on our stay there. That was the fact that as soon as we walked through the doors into the hotel, we were greeted with a sign telling us that we were not allowed to bring in any outside food or order food from off-site and have it delivered. They made a point of telling us this as we checked in as well, and there was even a sign in our room reminding us again that we were only allowed to enjoy food that the hotel provided. Now, this was not some cheap budget motel. This is a 5-star resort with numerous restaurant options on site that we could already choose from. So why did they feel the need to so strongly and repeatedly remind us that they didn't want us to bring outside food into the hotel? It came across as kind of petty and not very 5-star-ish. But like I said, this only almost put a damper on our stay there. The rest of our time in KK, and even most of the time at the hotel itself, was great when they weren't acting like a cheap motel. I think we'd stay there again given the chance, but we'd probably also look for a more inviting place to stay first.
Ready to explore with us? Hit subscribe and join these toes on our next adventure. Leave a comment and share your thoughts. We can't wait to hear from you.